Hi, my name is Craig Gillespie and I'm the director of Cruella.
Who are you? You look vaguely familiar.
I look stunning. I don't know about familiar, darling.
At this point in the film, we're pretty much halfway through the film, and it's the first time the audience is going to meet Cruella. It's the first time the characters in the film meet Cruella. And it's born out of a necessity for a certain revenge, and we get to see this group pulling off a heist. And it's something that they've grown up doing, and they're very good at it, but this is sort of escalated to a whole nother level for them. So we have Emma Stone playing Cruella, and we have Emma Thompson playing the Baroness. The Baroness is a fashion icon, and she's hosting a party here, which is a black and white ball. And as you can see, Emma Stone is turned up in a red dress. This scene has sort of everything, every juggling act going on in the film, which is tonally, there's a lot of humor, but there's also a lot of emotional stakes.
Yes, aren't they gorgeous? And vicious. It's my favorite combination.
Within this scene, we're going to actually see the transformation of Cruella from an external character, because she's putting on a character here, and having to do that dance as an actor, to having a profound emotional reaction to some news that she discovers throughout. But in the midst of it all, there's a heist going on.
You're a very powerful woman.
First and foremost was the dynamic between the Baroness and Cruella. But to complicate that, we have Cruella, who has gotten trapped in this situation of having a conversation with the Baroness, and she's having to put on a character that she's not familiar with, which is Cruella. So she's improvising in that situation. It's kind of nerve-wracking to figure out that character with Emma, because it's its own character. It's like separate from the other Cruellas that she plays, and it's like a heightened version where she's not supposed to be good at it. So you start to get into this dangerous idea of like bad acting and overcompensating, and so you always feel a little bit like you're hanging out on the line a little bit as an actor, I think, when you're going for that. But she's very gracious with that work. And then within all of that, you've got her two cohorts, Horace and Jasper, that are trying to improvise with the situation. We have Paul Walter Hauser, who is playing Horace, and then we have Joel Fry playing Jasper. Part of that improvisation for Jasper is using rats, which walks a very fine line of becoming too grotesque or too much for the audience. It was something Disney was concerned about, but I felt like we could walk that line, and there was many conversations about how many rats could we have in this scene. And then you just see to get how these characters can work together so well and improvise. It was almost like a jazz situation.
Someone's stolen my necklace.
So I loved that we were going through all of these dances, and every character brings a different humor to it.
Now it's a boy!